to sponsor all these pageants, and that reason probably has something to do with him wanting to hang out around youthful women all the time.
I think that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, if we're rich, that's
Who
a
wants to
fucking
do that?
brilliant idea. You know what I mean? Do that. You know, that's
That
one
was
thing that
sarcasm.
bugged me. You ever watch Louder with Crowder? Steven Crowder?
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Spencer? You've seen him, right?
I've seen him, I don't typically watch him.
Oh,
Crowder,
he tries to be pretty balanced and fair, I think, but he's conservative, you know? And he's like all over this Donald Trump shit. Like, what a fucking... Oh, man, I can't believe the kind of shit he says, man, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, really, man? You don't say that shit? Really? I mean, maybe there are people out there that don't talk like that with their buddy. It's hard to imagine, you know? You know, maybe some... You know, I talk like that with his friends. I've heard all my uncle, everybody, man. It's like the more shit they could say, the funnier they were. The funnier it was, you know? Your words are violence, and I've been assaulted.
this man just sexually harassed me.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's mental people all over the place. There's another conservative, you know, Bill Whittle? You know that guy, right? Who plays that fucking ominous...
I know Bill Little pretty well, actually. I've watched a lot of his stuff.
Well, he used to be on a channel, right? And they had a thing back. Walked with Donald Trump with a mic, and then the Corey guy like moved her out of the way, and she got on television crying, saying it was the worst thing that happened to her since her dad died. And then there was a video of it, and it's like, yeah, okay. But, like, that channel that he was on, Bill Whittle, which he left, and it was probably because of this.
Talking about BJTV?
Yeah, maybe it was. And they had 3 guys on there talking about, like...
I actually know why he left.
Why did he leave?
Because the guy with the money who was financing the channel, decided he wanted to change the format of it, and there was kind of a pissy match going on, you know, internal politics, and Bill Little and all the other channel just left.
There you go. It's like I saw this panel, and I had 3 guys on that channel, and this is when I'm subscribed to it, and they gave this really long, cringy speech about like, yeah, we saw the video, and maybe she didn't experience violence like she claims, but the kind of violence like she claimed, but she definitely experienced violence that night because he didn't apologize. And it was like, holy shit, dude, that is the cringiest, dumbest shit I've ever heard. I'll find the video and post it to you. But I went back like months later after I unsubscribed and looked at the subscriber count of that channel, and right around when they made that video, it just fucking tanks. It's like, it was the cringiest, dumbest thing ever. Like, how could you give such a ridiculous I understand if you don't like somebody, like I get it, but like, just to try your hardest to turn something into what something it's not, it's so fucking cringy.
I have no idea what really...
The girl, she was a reporter with Breitbart. It's the one Ben Shapiro got all butthurt about. And she walked up, Donald Trump was surrounded by like security detail, Secret Service, and he was walking out of the building, and she walks up with a mic, she goes to stick it in his face, and one of the, Corey, the manager, like, took her by the arm.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, like she tried...
It's like, wow, that was kind of rude. I was just...
trying to get assault charges pressed against
yes, and
the security detail. And
then there was an audio tape that came out.
And it was very clearly, obviously, not justified in the charges got wrong.
Yes, and yeah, obviously, because it was all bullshit. And but that's why Ben Shapiro quit Breitbart. You know that, right?
I didn't even know Ben Shapiro used to work with Breitbart.
Yeah, he was Breitbart. And see that girl, when she made a big deal out of it, and then the tape came out, I was like, if that was anybody else that walked up to, somebody running for president surrounded by Secret Service, stuck something up in their face, the Secret Service would have slammed them on the ground and put a gun to their head. But all they did was just like walk past her, and then she makes a big fucking deal about it. And she gets on Fox News and she's crying. Oh, it's the worst thing that happened to me since my dad died. I'm not even kidding, with Megyn Kelly. And And so Breitbart told her, Andrew Breitbart told her about this. You know, don't be writing stories about that incident until we see what's happening, see what's going on. We don't want to make a big deal about it until we know what's going on. Because they're news agency and they don't want to look fucking ridiculous, you know? And it's like, by her going on some emotional, it's like, okay, her columnists are retarded. And then something comes out and it would have made Breitbart look retarded, right? Well, Shapiro got kind of butthurt about it because she left. She quit. She was like, fuck this or whatever, you know. And then Ben Shapiro ended up quitting. He's like, oh, they don't support their columnists. They don't back them up and blah, blah, blah and all this. Because of her. But it was the first time I ever seen Ben Shapiro get a little emotional. Like, you couldn't tell he was emotional, but he made emotional reaction. You know, he got an emotional reaction out of it.
This doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, you guys won't play? Yeah, I was walking around. No, it doesn't, Spence. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you know, if you ever listen to Sargon Kai, he's a real liberal guy, right? And he was doing stories about, because even he loves Ben Shapiro, right? And I mean, it doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you fall on, you're going to love Ben Shapiro. You just have to. And he, you know, he was talking about like, yeah, Donald Trump probably reminds him of some bully in school that beat him up or something, you know, and that's how he got a rise out of him.
Well, Donald Trump is an ass but we'll debate that part.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely got that schoolyard bully kind of mentality to him, yeah.
But it's not like he has blood on his hands like Hillary Clinton does, so it's kind of hard for me to take that concern seriously in this election because this, you know, it's not happening in a vacuum. He's not running against a better candidate. He's running against a worse candidate.
I mean, the thing is that the kind of, you know, I grew up in Alabama. I had to deal with a lot of bullies, so those kind of people don't bother me at all, I guess, you know, because I kind of get a kick out of them, I guess, because at some point I had to overcome them. So it's like I don't mind being around them, you know, because they don't get to me at all, you know. And I feel like if I was ever on stage with Donald Trump having to debate him, not the way he's debating Hillary now, he's doing a much better job, but in the beginning, I would have just run him over, you know. I feel like I would have done a much better job than all those other little betas on stage do. Assuming I didn't get extremely nervous because I was speaking in front of a bunch of people and then, you know, fuck it all up, which probably would have been the case. But I mean, if it was not in front of a bunch of people.
So what you're saying is you're not frisky about bullies anymore, but you are frisky?
Yeah, sort of.
He grabbed you.
I scream out like a really high-pitched scream. I get stage fright now. I don't know what it is, but I used to not, but it just happened over time. I think it's when I worked in Taiwan. My boss there for this technology company I was working at, he was extremely critical of every word I would say. Like, he would sit me down for hours and talk to me about how stupid it was, constantly. And then when I went to New York and I had to do these trade shows and stand in front of a bunch of people and talk and stuff, he would stand there just staring at me with this, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this look, like this disapproving look on his face, you know. And I was always just like, and I think because of that, like I associate standing in front of people as this like nervous experience now, and I kind of get stage fright from it. For first couple minutes, you know, for like the first minute when I have to talk in public, and then after that, you know, endorphins kick in, you feel great, like yeah, fucking yeah, but you know, and I do, and I think it developed because of him.
Because you grabbed him by the pussy.
Yeah, but they don't care about that kind of stuff in Taiwan. Grab me by my man pussy. yeah, man, you should use that if we ever do something really cool. Use that, and will it record the voice coming over TeamSpeak?